Siege, a new game mode inspired by large castle fights from my Civilization events that centers around forcing them to happen in a simple game of attack and defense. In this event, we divided a little over 100 players into two teams, offense and defense. The defense's job was to create a defensible base of any kind and hold it against a slightly larger group of invaders. The defending team was allowed to pick any location on the map to set up a base and given 1 day to themselves to do so. The next day, the offense was brought onto the server and given a 1-hour time limit to eliminate all defenders or take over and hold the base until the end of the hour had passed. Both sides were given the same starting kit, but were allowed to acquire and use any blocks on the map in any way they liked. Enchantments were limited to those starting kits, with the only additional rules being the banning of ender pearls and golden apples. The game was played in hardcore mode with the best of 3 rounds format, and this was a crazy result. The first part of this 2-day event was the build day, where the defending team was given 3 hours to build any structure they wanted. Their location of choice was a volcano in the center of the map, which won the vote against other popular choices of mountain ranges and mesa hills. They also pre-planned a design to go along with it, and quickly started construction on huge trenches around their rectangle-shaped base. Another defensive feature they added was surrounding most sides with lava casts in an effort to make them easier to defend and entice attackers to invade from the front, where the trenches there were later filled with dripstone. This fall trap would prove to be very effective, as it killed many of their own players throughout the day. Luckily for them, hardcore mode didn't start until invasion day, though there were a few struggles they still had to deal with.
Did that? No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they do that, can we kill them?
I decided to fix it and yeet that player out of the event, leaving the rest to finish up their castle and its trenches.
Lava gas, just pouring lava.
We'll go look for dripstone. I don't know where I'd find it though.
Would be sick. We could put it at like the top of some towers or something, you know?
Yeah. Just all of our food.
Oh yeah, I would have like no food left.
And
Yeah.
Another definitely not llama statue.
You might also be wondering if it's possible for players to go 3 hours in a short event without killing each other and griefing, but spoiler alert, no. A handful of players set off enough TNT that it ruined what was supposed to be a sky base, causing everyone else to joke that the base looked like it had already been invaded. But after fixing this and coming up with a few creative ways to distract those players,
Oh my god!
what is that?
the defense team was able to finish up their fortress as the end of their 3-hour time limit had passed. The main strategy of the base's design was to make traveling into it as difficult as possible and pick off players with bows, lava, and dripstone placement around it. The lava casts were intended to encourage invaders to attack from other sides, where a few rows of buttons lined trench walls to make block placement difficult. But how would this turn out? It's time to see for ourselves with the completion of Volcano Base. To start the second half of this 2-day event, the offense was brought on, and both sides had a grace period during this time to get players online and mine blocks before a map backup was taken. The offense would have an initial disadvantage despite having more players, as they had no idea what they would be going up against in this first round. Because of this, their plan was simple: bring their entire army and all of its 60 players to attack from one side and overwhelm whatever obstacles they faced.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, I can't.
we got.
Also, blow up people.
Oh my
I
god.
have a secret weapon.
They're coming from west.
They are amassing,
Going
okay?
to that
We need to be careful.
Yeah, they're trying to go across.
They're going over the lava cat! Hey,
Hit him!
Run. Oh, they're blowing up the wall?
Oh my god! Blue one. Wait. Oh, I
Yeah,
can't.
we got. The lava's actually working.
In front of us. In front of us. Wait, in front of us.
After using the defense's own lava cast against them, the offense team started dropping TNT and TNT minecarts from it, providing a nice distraction that cleared the way for their other forces at both the ground level and underground areas. It was when they started to breach and break into the base that the death tolls really started adding up for both sides.
The fake Mig just died.
Nice.
Mig.
Got him.
Lake effect. Where did you go?
I'm still back in that tunnel.
Oh, I left.
Oh my god, it's music. Music is on me. Music is on me. Get him.
I'm behind them.
I know, I dug out on the other side.
I'm on top.
Break their, break their,
I'm on the lava cast.
Where's
there's
their
a-
command block?
And I am low on arrows.
Weblet just dropped. Weblet just dropped. I just dropped.
Someone just dropped.
Oh,
No, we're gonna not die.
Does anyone have flint steel? I got none.
We're gonna win. Oh,
There's a guy with like no
Oh, I
killed someone. I killed someone.
Betrayal. Betrayed.
I just got two killed. Are you fucking serious?
With the offense breaking in from more and more angles, the defense team decided to push back and launched a counter-invasion at the lava cast side of their base, where the majority of the invading forces waited.
Push in. I can't. I need someone to hold me.
yeah, okay, yeah, Luke, I'm coming with you.
You're on the tower.
Alright,
You're on the tower.
Over there. Yeah. Run it.
Alright, Luke, I'm coming to help you. Cart.
Weblet. Kill him.
He's color gang. I recognize his.
Go, come on.
Hey, guys.
Oh, they're coming.
I'm sorry.
They're here.
Give me everything.
Keep down to the dumpster stuff.
Yeah, I was above the castle. One of my teammates
There are like
broke
5
the block
people fighting a whole.
below me, and then I raped all of them.
Probably hides by a tower.
Get it.
Wait, Luke, Owen. Yeah. Music. Nine.
Who's about
Right, me and Music are
Oh,
knocked
there,
down.
guys, there are like 5 people coming from behind.
Look, watch, I'm coming up with you. That was beautiful.
Nice.
Did y'all kill them?
Stop
They're trying to go from the north. I'm
trying to keep them off for you.
Guys, they're
Yeah.
Wait, guys, I need help, guys. We have to act this. No. I have no.
Where? Luke, where? Corey?
We're inside.
The defense was able to kick all the attackers out of their base and push them off the volcano, and return to their base for a victory celebration.
the offensive team for the next round.
That would actually be kind of cool. Small places. Oh my god.
The round had been completely even up to this point, where both sides had lost equal players until the final minutes. Only now, the offense knew about the base and its traps, and could use that knowledge in the second round. This time they would take a similar but more organized approach, with different groups attacking the fortress from different angles. The defense, however, decided to counter their previous tactics by bridging over the lava cast, creating an interesting scenario to watch.
Listen, keep them away from the wall. If they start getting up towards the wall, we'll worry about it.
Oh, we need more people. Okay, yeah, we're good now.
They've all gone to the south side. Alright, we need people on the west side.
Wait.
South side needs help. South side, hello.
Yeah, we need a bunch of people here. There's a big fight. Come on, now.
Oh, shit!
Right above us, on the dirt bridge. Get that guy on the dirt bridge.
It's gonna have to freaking have water on me all the time because people keep shooting at me.
Nerdy, where are you?
There was like 5.
More. Come on.
Oh, there's so many more. Did you really just die while I was talking to my mom?
There's a lot more sound.
It's music, get him! Right behind you guys,
Kill him now.
I really only died because like there were people.
Well, that's how the game goes.
Yeah.
No, there's so many more there. There's a lot.
They're like ants.
There are 3 under
Just
there.
recorded music in the past.
Yo, south side. There's like 2 south side. We can get the south side.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch.
Go get him, south side. Go get him. Go. Where are you? Let's go.
Yeah, but there's a
Yeah, we are
bunch of
hitting
people
that.
on south side though. Just get back.
3 guys that work with me. I hope it's good.
There's so many more people on south side. No one gets back.
Oh, they're running. That's so bad.
Card someone.
Stop.
Bro, these guys have such high ping. They're pushing back. We're fine.
Yeah, just hold them here for a little bit.
After a strong initial attack wave, the offense was pushed back on both the south end of the volcano and the northern lava wall side. This caused them to change their strategy and pull the vast majority of their forces to the lava cast, where the bulk of the fighting had taken place so far. It would also be the bloodiest fighting, similar to the first round, only this time we would see a long battle take place at the top, with both sides fighting for the bridges above the lava cast.
We need help out west.
Get back to west. Get back to west.
Retreat.
Yeah, there's a big sky bridge.
Yo, one behind us.
South side, go back.
Yeah, we're coming back.
Guys, they need help.
We need help. They're all in. Alright, where are you guys?
I'm coming up right now. They're here. They all here. I repeat, they all here.
Our district is here. He's blowing it up.
TNT.
I'm mining in. I'm gonna try and mine it.
Got like 5-6 people on west.
I can't even
west.
shoot.
We need guys.
They're also west.
People on the
I'm lagging
west.
so much.
West got bruised.
Listen, get back on these
I killed a man with a card. That was a
Once reaching the top of the cast, the offense would continue gaining ground on the side bridges that went between and around the lava cast, but would pay in blood for every block they advanced.
Okay, we got their sky defense. That's good.
Arrows.
We can now just spam them. Just spam them.
the sky defense.
I'm thinking ultimate
Do what we did before. Keep pushing them.
Guys,
Oh gosh. They dropped me.
I did not mean to.
I just.
Should we go down already? Should we go down? Wait, no,
Guys, they're farming me. Guys, they're literally farming me.
They're up here. They're up here.
Who's in the base?
They're minecarting.
Wait, someone came up.
Guys, let's go win it. Go win it.
Guy came up behind and planted TNT.
Yeah, I'm fighting him.
Oh, wait,
He's low. Just go get him. Just go get him.
They gave up the sky base. They retreated into their main base. Probably to avoid a capture.
in Skyblock right now.
Bro, this ain't Skyblock.
It is, trust me.
The defense team was able to push them back and even force the attackers out of the lava cast entirely. The invaders, however, did not split up and collapse like last time, but instead regrouped at the base of the cast and made one final assault on the fortress.
Tony, I'm coming towards you right now.
Reconquista. Are you on the bridge?
Yeah, I'm coming to the bridge. I have a stack of. I'll just. I can.
I'm 1v3. Okay, 2v3. Let's go. Get him.
Here.
I couldn't do anything to like get on top of them.
Ritz is getting them. Get him, Ritz.
We got one. We have more people than them now. We have like 3 more people than them.
Oh, I exploded them.
I'm stuck in the back rooms right now, guys. Sorry about that.
Just make sure you don't drop around.
Okay, there's a lot of them attacking on the stairs. Get him. Can we drop down?
Blue's in base. Watch out, this seems you might want to fall in.
Guys, I'm being like 1v5.
Hey,
If one of them starts running, just chase the one person.
Bonnie, watch my screen.
I almost got 8 blue, but then like 5 of them jumped on me.
Yeah, I was screen shipping you. Bonnie, I was screen shipping. I didn't mean to kill you. That was an accident. That actually was.
1984.
They pushed up, I think. Yeah, they're all.
Oh god, this reminds me of his show my own. Oh wait, never
He's
mind. I
low,
have a time.
Get him, boys!
Let's go! There's like 2 in the underground.
Oh yeah, he's falling.
I got him.
Don't go down for them.
Next to my massive skybase.
Guys, come to the sky base.
After succeeding with repeated attacks from multiple angles, the offense had captured the defense's base and eliminated nearly all of its players, securing the win in the closest round yet.
Let's go, finally!
Guys, I know where the last guy.
With the score tied at 1 win each, it was time for a final round to determine it all. Both sides had significantly less players than at the start of the event, but the remaining team sizes were still pretty much even. This time the offense attacked right away from the usual side, as well as started a planned tunnel into the base with multiple players. The defense decided to stick with their previous round strategy by building above the main lava cast to stop the attackers from using it. The outcome would be decided quicker than the other rounds, and only one team would be left standing.
They're going up the west side again.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
They don't seem to want to dig under that much, and when they do, it's really ineffective.
So we're killing a guy.
There's a guy right
Help, help, destroyer, help!
We should drop down and try to kill him.
Go west.
Oh, you're not Cookie. I was looking at the wrong guy.
Wait, is it in? It's on easy, bro. It's on easy.
Are you guys blind? Are you guys blind?
Yeah, it's been on easy.
It's on easy.
Are you guys blind? Are you guys blind?
Yeah, it's been on easy.
Guys.
Already, just let him
They're
walk.
below you. Oh shit, it's west. On the west. Are you guys blind?
West, guys. West is
Under
important.
me.
Destroy, come back. Destroy, come back. Destroy, come back. Help me, help me, help me.
Dude,
Destroy, help me.
you're way too far. I don't.
Luke, we're on West Tower. Get up. We're moving up.
I'm running into your
We're coming west. We're coming west.
Go west, go west.
Oh, car drop. What are you guys doing?
They're not close enough yet.
One is.
Oh, one is. Somebody card drop.
The defense did a good job of holding the lava cast and was able to completely prevent its use by sending the majority of its players there. This forced the offense to attack from different angles, which unfortunately for them did not work out like it did last time.
I made a new tower.
It's a stalemate. Just let them come.
If we win this round, Color Crew is kind of an L.
Yeah, if you want to, let them on the tower. Let them on the tower. Let them on the tower. Yeah, let them on.
Yo, I need.
Drop the lava. Who in their right mind dropped the lava?
I need help. Where?
Where?
Dude, you can't just say.
West.
Did you
Where's
fall?
west?
They're charging.
We
Kid
should
breaking in west. There's a kid breaking in at west.
He's trying. He's about to get it.
go.
Some dude's in. Some dude's in.
Yeah, go main base. Go main base.
already said like 5 times. Yes.
No, where? We're on west. We're literally nearest west. There's no way you can. I got targeted.
I fell.
You're not.
Dude, I'm
fucking screaming for help at West.
You can't do much if you fall every time. I'm sorry.
The attackers were not able to bridge into the base from their usual location thanks to the defenders placing nearly all of their players there. They were also not able to break into the sides of the fortress in any significant way. What they did manage to do well, however, was eliminate all stray players who were either knocked off their positions or caught trying to finish off weakened attackers.
No, we're making them retreat.
Oh, I'm so dead. Yeah. Bro, South, do you have a weapon you can give me?
Let's rush this guy. Let's rush. There's a guy.
every-
Oh, Luke, wait, Luke, we can just wait for them and crush us.
We have this one.
Yeah, sure, I'll go.
Front side, they're going around front side.
He's fucking shot. He's low.
The lake is pushing in. The lake is pushing in. The lake is
I
pushing
want
in.
to punch boost, but this isn't punch.
Look,
Nice.
yeah, go on.
I don't know. It hasn't been working too well recently.
After losing several of their most prominent players from the previous round and their numbers advantage slipping away, the offense decided to make an all-out attack on the fortress from below and above.
Luke, Zap, and Mizik, we want to flush out West and then.
I'm dead.
Luke, you suck.
They mined it on north. There's people in our base. There's
People in
people
base.
in our
Go
base.
base.
Oh, there's so many people.
Oh, there are so many people in our base.
Oh my god, Sean.
I knew
Okay,
it.
yeah, everyone get spawn.
Blue destroyer needs help. Blue destroyer needs help. Go to the water. Go to the water. You need to get to the water.
Run.
No, there's people up there too. There's people up on the west now.
What is that?
West tower. People have got west tower.
Nice. Good kills.
I'm gonna die, bro. I'm being shitted on.
Don't go down.
Nice. Oh, you just said you were getting.
It's almost
Dropping cards from ledge.
Tell 'em-
Dropping cards from ledge. Dropping cards from ledge.
Alright,
That was me. That was me. He just got the hit.
everyone push west tower there.
Following a disastrous attempt to invade the fortress, the defense team saw their chance for victory and launched a counter-invasion to win it all.
We need to reclaim west tower. Everyone, reclaim west.
Let's go in. Go in.
Who's that? He's the football.
Block off that water. Block off that water.
We're fine.
We have a lot of people here.
Nice.
The job team?
I think most of them are dead. Nixter is so low.
Just check the leaderboard, the scoreboard
He's
thingy.
gone. He's so gone.
Just go back to the base.
Mig is right there. We can kill him.
You guys can try. Oh, okay. Well.
You can just also kill them. That I spent.
Well, never mind.
Nice. Okay. That works too, I guess.
With the victorious third round, the defense team won this siege event 2-1, ending the comeback that the offense had started. The defenders did a good job reacting to attacks as a team and made it difficult for invaders to get through. The offense, meanwhile, had a bit of a communication disadvantage because the person they elected as battlefield commander both didn't have a working microphone and did absolutely no game planning ahead of time. Originally, there was only supposed to be one round, but on event day, everyone wanted more, so I changed it to a 3 rounds format. Those players enjoyed the fighting over the lava cast and bridge war the most, and it was absolutely amazing and fun to watch. If you want to see more of these types of videos, then share it with your friends because they were a lot of fun to host and there will definitely be more. And congratulations to the defense team for winning the first siege.